This lesson is over solving two-step equations. A two-step equation contains two different operations. To solve, we're going to undo each operation in the reverse order. Undoing each operation is key. So first, what we should do is block off our parentheses, our equal sign, so that it stays in the same spot. Now we're going to undo our operation. So what you always want to look at first is addition or subtraction. So we're adding 3 here, so we want to do the opposite of adding 3, which would be subtracting 3. If you do something to one side of the equal sign, you have to do it to the other. So 3 minus 3 cancels out, and on the left side of the equal sign, I'm left with 2x. 7 minus 3 is 4. So now I have 2x equals 4. I need to undo my second operation. 2 is being multiplied by x, so I need to do the opposite of multiplication and divide. Divide by 2, divide by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1, so those cancel out, and all I'm left with is x. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So x is equal to 2. Now every problem we do, we can check it. So rewrite your original problem. And instead of x this time, we're going to write our answer, which is 2. So 2, and then let's put in 2 for x, plus 3 equals 7. So now we're just going to multiply and add to check our work. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. So then we need to say, does 7 equal 7? Yes. So this answer is correct. Okay, the second equation here. Oftentimes it's hard to see an equation when the answer is on the left-hand side of the equal sign. We can always flip that around. So I'm going to flip this equation around to say 1/4 n minus 3 equals 25. That's perfectly fine. We haven't changed the order of anything. We've just flipped from one side of the equal sign to the other. So block off your equal sign. The first thing we want to undo is subtracting 3. The opposite of subtracting is adding. So we're going to add 3 to both sides. Okay, so we're left with 1/4 n equals 25 plus 3 is 28. What we learned in the last lesson is to undo a fraction, we use its reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 1/4 would be 4/1, which is just simply 4. So we multiply 4 on both sides of the equal sign. These will cancel, and we're left with n equals 28 times 4 is 112. So we got n is equal to 112. We're going to plug that back into our original equation. So 25 equals 1/4 times 112 minus 3. So we need to multiply first. 112 divided by 4. Let's see, 4 goes into 11 2 times. And then 4 goes into 32 8 times. So 28 minus 3 is 25, and 25 does equal 25. So this equation checks out. Our last equation, the only thing that makes it different is that 6 comes first and the coefficient 3 with the variable x comes second. So that's different, but it's going to work the same. Since this 6 is a positive 6, we've got to do the opposite of a positive 6, which would be to subtract 6. So we're going to subtract 6 to both sides. Now be careful with your negative signs, because this minus 3x means it will be a negative 3x, and that stays there. Do not get rid of that negative sign. So now 21 minus 6 is 15. Now we need to do the opposite of multiplying negative 3 times x. The opposite would be dividing by negative 3. So these will cancel here. X equals 15 divided by negative 3 is negative 5. So now we can check our answer. 6 minus 3 times negative 5 equals 21. So 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. Minus a negative becomes a positive. So 6 plus 15, and 6 plus 15 is 21. So these answers do check out. Please complete these practice problems for class tomorrow.